Everybody, welcome to another ETN Theory. I am Matt, I am your lovely ETN resident theorist, and today we're going to be talking about some very interesting things from the past, the present, and the future of ETN. We're going to be covering some past theories and some future theories, and also talking about the teaser that was released recently on Joey's Discord server. If you're not part of Joey's Discord server, I recommend you get onto it. It is amazing. There is a lot of theorists, there are a lot of lovely people in the community that you can talk to with your interest of ETN. Anyway, ignore this paper here. This is all the notes for this video that I'm going to be covering. It is quite a little bit of a short video, probably going to age around 15-20 minutes. But let's get into this immediately. And we're going to start with the future, or the present technically. And it is to do with the Pandora's box. It was the last thing we basically saw in season 4. There has been a lot of theories about it, and I love looking at the theories. Some of them are quite out there, some of them are quite, for me personally, just wrong. To summarise, the Pandora box is following the idea of Greek mythology, and it has a lot to do with evil, what is not a good idea to get involved with. But we're going to talk about kind of what's happened to Joey now. All we saw was him getting sucked into a box, but what does that mean? Well, I believe it could mean one of 3 to 4 things. So Joey could actually have released the evil into the box. Just imagine season 2 all over again. Joey was corrupted at the end of season 1, beginning of season 2, he was drawn to the mansion and evil was released out of him. I believe that could be the same possibility for season 4. Joey has evil within, and basically he has been attracted to a box that is basically evil, except from Hope. But he's been attracted to this box, and basically by getting sucked in, he has released evil into the box and somehow has been trapped in. Another theory people have had that he may have been attracted to the box and is the missing piece of the box. The missing piece being Hope. Now, of course, everyone knows that there are evil, there's sins within that box. There is evil that has been released into the world. But there is Hope inside that box, and Hope is released. If you read any mythology story, you'll know about Hope being released from the box in order to ensure that all the corruption of the world will be in harmony. So I believe that Joey could be the Hope of the box and was drawn to it with the evil inside of him, but is the hope to save that box from more corruption or corruption full stop, and will try and save whatever within. The third idea is that Joey is evil. He has gone into the box evil, and now is the part of the evil. He is one of those deadly sins, or is just the ultimate evil of that box. And now that could be bad news for the guests, or it could just be the fact that finally Joey's gone. Who's going to save him? We hope that it's Daniel. We really do hope. When we were talking about it on Discord, we were kind of saying, hey, if Daniel's going to be the hero, it would be nice to have a protagonist switch. Or, number 4, Joey is possessed by a demon. So, what happened in season 2, when he died, he could have been possessed. Or when he initially got infected in season 1, goes into season 2, he's probably infected then as well with evil. Now, I don't think it's the second option about the beginning of season 2, because as you saw, the evil was released. Maybe that made him more susceptible to having more evil within him. But I believe it was the end of season 2 when he became evil, when he was killed. Now, there is a reason why I believe he's evil, but I believe that deed, that probably kept some evil within him from what he was killed by an evil kind of sorceress. That evil's kept within him. And of course, as we've gone into season 3 and season 4, Joey has just progressively just got more and more evil. Now, that kind of leads me nicely into the second theory, and I have talked about this before. I've just talked about it in the wrong context. The SAE is evil. The Society Against Evil. How bait can you get? It basically is screaming evil, evil, warning. But yet, none of us decide that we should worry about it because it says against. It's not Society for Evil. However, I believe that the Society Against Evil is actually evil. It's an evil society agency, and they've been doing this for a very long time. But just listen for a second. I need to pick some things from season 1 first, and season 4. So in season 4, we'll start there. we see that there is the kind of like a jar, kind of like cauldron looking thing, and it has a ton of souls in it. It has the souls of the guests that never were revived. You saw Shane, you saw Lily, you saw a few people. But yeah, you saw all these kind of dead people within this kind of like massive cauldron jar, what Liza discovered. But as you saw them, their souls like glimpse and then go. Glimpse and go. So, looking at that, there are a lot more souls in that jar. And I believe this thing has been going on for years. Now, people could say, hey, it's the collector. She's been the one collecting all the souls from all the people that she's ruined the lives of. Cool. No, I believe that the SAE have something to do with it. And the fact that they are giving the collector these souls and everything. Because every time there's death and everything, she just literally just collects their bodies and chucks them in. And that's why they're in glass cabinets, part of her exhibit. Now, if we're going also by this has all been going on since at least medieval times. Now, why do I say medieval specifically? Well, when we look at season 1, episode 1, we're going straight back to the beginning. When we're talking about what the Society Against Evil is, we see a knight who is fighting. And I believe everyone in that kind of video, kind of like segment, has all been sucked into this SAE game. And there has been more people like Joey before, where more people have gone in, these challenges, more people have died, the collectors just collecting their bodies and souls, this evil kind of rotation. And as you can see, I'm doing the infinity symbol right now. This is kind of the pattern. It has just been continuing and continuing and continuing on for a long time. The SAE keep playing this game where they say they're trying to stop evil, but actually they're just causing more evil. They're trying to either take control of all these rogue evil people, getting rid of them, just to kind of get their power, really. And people are thinking, well, what about Shane and everything? He was part of the SAE. Was he evil? He is just like Joey. He was probably actually a survivor from a previous season of Escape the Night, but we never see it. And if we're taking that Shane was a previous survivor, he's gone through what Joey's basically going through, and his job basically is just to cleanse the evil, because that's all he is taught with the SAE. You got to go to these evil places, you need to cleanse the evil, repeat, 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 repeat. However, that didn't work out for Shane, because Shane ended up dying in episode 1. Well, that is where more evidence of the SAE being evil kind of comes in. When we look at the letter given to Shane when he was poisoned. Now, that letter was very, angry. They really did not like Shane. They said they wished him a horrible death. They wished him to suffer. But what people kind of neglect to remember, or kind of things like, oh, that's cool, it's there, but it means nothing, is actually, there's the SAE symbol in red at the bottom corner. And no ultimate evil are going to send, a letter to Shane with the kind of SAE symbol. I think the SAE kind of sent that to Shane as a lovely, thanks for your job, you're useless to me now, and it just kind of kicked him away. So basically, Shane has fulfilled his purpose, and now he's being killed. And that means that there is problem for Matt and Nikita still. Now, people ask, why not have Ava and Ollie and Andrew and Tyler? Well, simply, look what Ava and Ollie did in season 2, the beginning. They literally burnt the letters and ripped them off. Not today, Satan. We all know the line very well. I believe, basically, they had an opportunity to join the SAE, and they literally just took a full 180 and turned around. They weren't doing it. However, Matt and Nikita kind of were like fighters. They really want to get their friends back. I mean, look at Matt, lost Rosanna, lost Sophia, who were really close to them. And then, of course, you had Nikita, who lost Manny. Those are really close to them. So if they can defeat the evil and have a way to get their friends back, of course they're going to take that opportunity. And that is exactly what I believe happened. So they have been sucked into this, and they are pawns in the ultimate evil strategy, and they don't even know it. So again, like with season 2 and 3, with all the SAE members, I believe they're also pawns. They have no idea what's going on. They take orders from somebody else who takes orders from a higher up person. It's kind of like a little food chain. Up, 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 up. We're at the bottom, they're at the top. The ultimate evil is at the top and is orchestrating all this to happen and is causing more death, more despair. And it comes down to poor old Joey at the bottom of that food chain, who kind of is having to force buying more friends and everything to solve this evil, to save his own person, because that is kind of how it goes. That is why the SE is evil. As I said, the Shane evidence is there about how he was poisoned and none over the seal was the SAE, and how the SAE is kind of sketchy. It really is. Like, we haven't seen anyone, just besides the pawns in their game, we haven't seen anyone higher up. We haven't seen any SAE stronghold except from the World Between Worlds. And hey, why are the SAE in the World Between Worlds, firstly? Unless they have evil. No one has that power unless they're evil. I'm sorry. Now, moving on from me ranting about the SAE, we're going to talk about Liza in season 2. So Liza in season 2, she died. We all remember episode 5. She died. Everyone really wanted her to come back alive, but she never did. There was never a revival. Okay, so this is going to sound crazy. Liza never died in season 2. I was a skeptic. I said that she died. If you looked at the blood splatter, it was a carotid artery that was killed. She died. No, she didn't. We never saw her die. She's one of the people that we never saw die, and we saw a lot of people die publicly. I mean, Glozell. We basically haven't seen many people die on camera. And basically, Liza's an example. She was taken away by the Harpies instead of just killed by the Sorceress, who I thought was very suspicious at first anyway. Now, of course, we couldn't see her die. I believe that this was all orchestrated by the Sorceress. I believe that the Sorceress gave Liza as a present to the Collector. We know that the Sorceress and the Collector had Sorceress and Collector had a connection with one another because of what happened, the things that happened in season 4. Because if there was no Carnival Master and there was no Arthur, then why is the Sorceress there? There was a connection, and I believe that the Sorceress, in able to like win good favor, basically gave Liza as a present. The Harpies took Liza away, of course, and people do ask, like, why didn't they all go look for her? Well, she looked pretty dead, didn't she? No one questioned that she was alive because you saw the blood and everything, and people were there like, yeah, she's dead. And if you're dead in ETN, do people go look for your body? No. The only person they cared about was Joey, but that was just a bait for season 3. Of course. But yeah, if you're dead, no one cares about your body. Your body just stays there and they just go and do the next challenge. It's kind of how it works. So if everyone believed that Liza was dead, she's dead. Now, for season 4, why is that interesting? Well, that means Liza still has a soul if she never died, firstly. It also means that Liza would not be out of her ETN season 2 costume. Hello? Look at season 2. She actually is still in her season 2 outfit. And with the soul, I believe that crystal, basically it was like a resurrect crystal, basically it just smashed her glass, only her glass, because she had a soul. That crystal was looking for a soul, and that's why the casket smashed. And the rest of the guests, their souls were released because that stump in the middle when they went bang. There you go. That is why Liza was alive and well first with the crystal, and everyone had to wait because their souls were still trapped. That is how I believe Liza didn't die in season 2. That's why I believe why, and it also led nicely on for season 4, and it also showed the connection between the Collector and the Sorceress. And I believe in season 5 we may be exploring more of the evil and how this came to be with the Sorceress and everything. That is me finished ranting about different theories, and the last thing I want to talk about is the teaser. Now, if everyone's on Joey's server or follows Brandon Hyde on Twitter, you will see a lovely picture of Joey Graceffa looking very season 1-like. It seems like it's a season 1 theme with the 1920s background and a 1920s sort of outfit. Yes, I do believe it'll be a 1920s theme, and not only that, it's going to be a game. I believe it's going to be a video game. I'm probably 99% sure it's going to have some interactive video game thing. Gueliano, who is a ETN theorist, one of the biggest ones on the platform, said 100% sure it's a video game. Brandon, the community manager, has direct contact with Joey, said, hope you guys can't wait. He literally was confirming what Gwil was saying during that conversation. I never got screen caps, and I'm so angry at that. But they basically are two head moderators, and they both were there kind of confirming that it is a video game. They can't wait until next week for us all to see it. So, my thing is, what Easter eggs are going to appear? Is there going to be any bait for Season 5? Or is there any questions that are going to be cleared up via this video game? About the SAE, about the Ultimate Evil, about kind of like the guests previously? Is there going to be any Easter eggs about the guests? I believe that there may be Easter eggs like from previous seasons, but there's not going to be like the guests. There could be something to do with the evil, but I believe there's going to be a lot of riddles, a lot of puzzles. There's going to be a lot of different kind of aspects of ETN already in order to kind of escape the night. And there could be different levels as well. I can't wait to see that. But anyway, that is the theories. I can literally chuck this away. There is literally nothing left to talk about for me right now. There's been a lot of theories on Joey's server. Please go and look at theories. There is everything from the game to the previous seasons, and everyone has different ideas. Just listen, because some of them are quite good, some of them are just too out there, and some of them just don't have the evidence to back it up. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed the video. The next video coming out should be the Ollie edit, and it should be out today when I release this video. So I really hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video.